1 week later, and we still have questions about the Hillsborough school leaders and what they've offered the teachers union, what amounted to a $92 raise per teacher. Well, the offer followed what's been tense negotiations after the district went back to give a qualifying teachers a $4,000 raise. Josh Sadora spoke with the superintendent today. Is that the district's, the $92, is that the district's final offer?
Well, you know, we wondered that because there are no future negotiation meetings planned at this point right now, according to the union. So I did ask Superintendent Akins if that was essentially a take it or leave it offer from them. He did not take that hardline stance to listen.
At this point, we've put some things on the table. We've opened up some conversations around some other topics, and we look forward to having further conversations about that.
Now, that said, the executive director of the Hillsborough Classroom Teachers Association did tell me the union is not quite ready to declare an impasse, a decision that, if made, that could very well cause this clash to spill into next school year. I did ask the superintendent about that, too. If the district, are they preparing for that possibility? He would only say they hope to continue those negotiations, Reg.
Well, Josh, we wonder, too, if this type of thing has any impact on the younger people trying to be to make it more attractive for them to go into the teaching profession.
And you know, USF, they supply a lot of local schools here in Florida. And the reality is, locally at USF, colleges across the nation as well, enrollment in education programs have declined steadily since about 2010, down as much as 30% at USF. Wow. And so I asked that question of the Assistant Dean of Education at USF about it here.
Yeah, that does feed into, you know, kind of the narrative that, well, if you go into education, you know, you're going to have a low salary and it's not going to ever change. One of the issues that has come to bear is that in the past, there was this kind of guaranteed process for continual raises so that one could expect to you know, to improve their income levels across time. And in many cases that has changed.
Now, that said, he did tell me in some of the surveys they've done, pay is not the biggest issue. A lot of teachers say they find dissatisfaction that comes from, you know, lack of resources, the curriculum increasingly becoming too rigid. But as for the teachers in Hillsborough, union says their next meeting with their council, that's this Thursday. That could bring some major developments as to what teachers decide to do next, so stay tuned.
You know, we depend so much upon teachers to educate our youth. And you just want to retain and keep the best and most talented to do that job.
And there is always a strong reaction to this story on social media, and I'm sure it will continue until something is reached here.
Thank you, Josh.